Hi, John Randall here. I have a question for you. Is your career track approaching a dead end? You're not sure? Well, in the next 13 minutes or so, I'm going to share 13 personal warnings that a dead end sign might be just around a blind curve on your career path. Then I will give you the key on how to learn more and if it makes sense to both of us for you to have a free personal strategy session with me. But first, let me ask you, how do you see yourself in your career right now? If you are like most, you've worked hard to get a good education, a good job, good pay, a good life, and even the economy is encouraging. Your Plan A career track for selling your time and talent is working. All the signs say all is well, right? Well, maybe, but maybe not. After all, who is going to be honest with you and tell you what you don't want to hear? Just like a rumble in a distance could be a subtle warning of a thunderstorm and an impending flash flood, or that sound could just be a jet taking off from a nearby airport. There are subtle warning signs that your career track might be about to get washed out, or it might still be rising like a jet plane. But at some point in time, most career tracks will take turns around some blind curves. Then the day finally comes when you realize that you are faced with a dead end sign. That's when those subtle warning signs about your Plan A career path will become crystal clear to you. When does this clarity happen? Your own career path apocalypse is when the inevitable four horsemen who are hovering over your Plan A career path become fully obvious to you. You are overpaid and can be replaced by two younger people. You are overeducated and you know more than your boss. You are overqualified and a subtle threat to your boss's job. And you are over 35 years old and age discrimination is ahead. These are the dreaded 4 O's that a career is in jeopardy. You know that you are overqualified, overeducated, overpaid, and maybe even over 35 too. Now some might ask, why so young? Well, the reason is that federal old age discrimination regulations kick in when you hit 40 and provide an unintended incentive for employers to dump you before that birthday. So, what are the most profound 13 subtle warning signs of trouble ahead that are alongside your Plan A career track? I'm going to list them now. Also, after a few moments after I finish the list, I will give you a link to a web page that you can print out if you wish. But for now, grab a pen or pencil and check off how many of them already apply to you. 1. Bored or assigned mundane work. 2. Less frequent raises. 3. Expected to sacrifice personal or family time for work. 4. Your deadlines are becoming more unreasonable. 5. You get less or no training to keep your core skills updated. 6. Your accomplishments are not recognized or acknowledged. 7. Your expertise and judgment are not trusted. 8. You get a lateral promotion or demotion to a meaningless staff position. Number 9, you're micromanaged by incompetent or a hostile leader. Number 10, you are forced into unwanted tasks or traveling assignments. Number 11, you're treated as an outsider or outcast by bosses or leadership. Number 12, you're forced to consider or even take an unwanted relocation. And number 13, you're told to train or mentor your potential replacements. Now, I hope that you did not find that any of these apply to you. But based on my conversations over many years with hundreds of individuals, these seem to come up again and again. Sadly, I'm pretty sure some of them do apply to your situation. So let me ask you a question. What will you do when you get a termination notice for your last paycheck? Now, you may deny that this can happen, but can you guarantee that it will not? So really, what will you do? Here's the reality. You are already in what I call the business of you. Let me repeat that again. You are already in the business of you. Now, why do I say that? Well, working in a job, you have only one customer for your time and talent, your employer. Lose that customer, your only customer, and your life is quickly upside down. Your household operation depends on you to bring in money from what you do. What you do in exchange for money is what I mean by saying you are in the business of you. It is simply this. You are selling some of your own personal time, talent, and energy in this life for a paycheck, and maybe some fringe benefits if you're lucky. Your offer is your skill set based on your education, experience, and energy. Your hope is that there is progress and not a dead-end sign just around the next curve in your own career path. Your goal is to achieve a solid net worth before your advancing age takes its inevitable toll on your health. But is that hope realistic? And is that goal possible before your Plan A career track comes to an end? Question: are you really better off with just one customer for the hours you use for your income generation? Or should you be laying the groundwork now to develop multiple customers for your capability? So how do you get many customers for your hard-won skills? Has the time come for you to recognize that you are a skilled problem solver? And spend some time now solving your own problems instead of those of others. Now, I do not mean by this for you to start sending out resumes or looking for another job. If you can, keep your job for now. Now, I'm not a recruiter, job placement resource, a seller of franchises, a business broker, or any of that. What I do is help technical professionals, for example engineers, to lay the groundwork, if they qualify, to quietly transition from dead-end career paths to being the founder of their own personally tailored, customized endeavor. They use my half-century of experience and insights to save themselves time, energy, and money as they focus on the development of their enterprise. This process really starts with the incredible you, your reputation, and your name. Don't forget, you are already in the business of you. The secret is to acquire insights of a proven, pragmatic success system while you develop a confident mindset that comes with mastering your mind. You will become what I call a masterminder. Let me give you some examples. One of my clients was a project engineering manager with a Fortune 100 company. He started with me shortly after the division he worked for was spun off. His job was suddenly eliminated. He was flicked out of a good corporate job at midlife. He lost all those wonderful fringe benefits, health insurance, paid vacations, retirement plan, the golden handcuffs of a big company job. His job efforts were frustrated by rejection letters. He was overqualified, overeducated, overpaid, and the dreaded over 35. Nobody would hire him. He and his wife used my success system to grow their dream business. The business grew quickly and moved to a nearby office building and grew steadily up to 18 employees and a cadre of qualified vendors. The business was sold profitably in less than a decade, so he and his wife became real estate investors, free to use their time and money as they saw fit. Another client of mine, a former college professor and computer engineer, started with me shortly after he invented a radical improvement in his computer development laboratory. He launched his business to take it to market and make money. He was way ahead of his time and the market was not responsive. The business was hurting badly. He had half a dozen people working with him when he became a client of mine. In less than a decade, the firm grew to more than 350 employees and had major accounts for his creativity. His annual revenues exploded to more than $35 million using the strategic guidance of my predictable success system. Part of that system let him keep full control and ownership of his stock, and when he was ready, he was able to cash out and enjoy using his time as an investor and to have fun doing the things he likes to do. And another one of my clients, an electrician, started with me when his home-based company was just him and one helper. A customized success system to business development plan was implemented. Now his very profitable company has multiple service trucks and corporate headquarters in a modern office park. Each of these individuals capitalized on my helping them transition from a difficult job or career situation to being in control of their time and outlook. Now, the best thing about this customized success system is that it serves ambitious professionals who are ready to act now. It also works with most any technical career, and it is based on getting results. Now, I could tell you even more true stories about my valued clients, but let me ask you, can you relate to these situations too? Now, you might wonder, what am I doing now? Well, I left the world of big corporations decades ago when I was 43. I grew up in an entrepreneurial household, have an MS degree in chemical engineering, and an education at Harvard Graduate Business School. And I was a fast-track professional at 4 Fortune 500 companies. Since then, I've dedicated my energy, skill, and resources to helping others to escape the uncertainty of a dead-end job and the inevitable threat of the dreaded 4 O's. You know what they are now: overeducated, overqualified, overpaid, and over 35, and instead to achieve a higher level of success. So keeping that in mind, I have a question for you. How can you get out of the job trap? Now, as you do some critical thinking about this, simply ask yourself, is it time to start working on my own personally tailored, customized career track plan B? Now, to get started, take some time to discover the time-tested articles and free case study on masterminder.com. That is spelled masterminder.com. Now, when you do that, you will get the key on how to learn more, and if it makes sense to both of us, for you to have a free 30-minute personal strategy session on the phone with me. So, what is your plan B? Not sure? Why not take some time right now on masterminder.com? Talk with you soon. So go now to www.masterminder.com. Now let me ask you, are you still pondering if to apply or not? Let's take another moment and just let me share a few more thoughts with you. If most of your work life has been with large corporations, the government, or other large organizations, a carefully planned and timed transition is essential. Otherwise, the odds are really stacked against your success. So, do you want to know how to sharpen your thinking and get started? Well, see if you qualify for a no-obligation, free situation analysis session with me. It will turn out to be some of the smartest time you have ever spent in pursuit of your vision of your own personal success. Not sure? Why not take some time right now on masterminder.com? Talk with you soon. So go now to www.masterminder.com.